Along the breathtaking Oregon coast, the lowest tides of the season slowly expose this stand of decaying sentinels. The 2,000-year-old remnants of an ancient Sitka spruce forest, hidden under the sand for centuries. This is one of around 30 to 40 ghost forests along the Oregon coast, many of them older than this, as old as 4,000 years or more. But this is by far one of the most eerie and most well-preserved, thanks to being buried in the sand and debris for all those years. Now covered in various species of barnacles and seaweed, it's hard to imagine that these trees once stood at around 150 to 200 feet tall. Before 1997, this ghost forest was more local legend than fact, revealing itself above the surf only briefly and only during years with the roughest of storms. But an intense storm season in 1997 and 98 washed away the sands, returning the sea to a level very similar to that of when these trees were actually buried, allowing us to walk among them today and causing quite a controversy in the research community. A debate rages on as to what caused the death of this particular ancient forest. The most widely circulated hypothesis is that the trees were destroyed by a sudden tectonic plate movement and then covered over by debris from tsunamis or mud from landslides. But this is hotly contested by local geologists who say, based on their studies, that these particular trees were covered over by gradual dune encroachment. This distinction is very important in the research world because more than 1/3 of these stumps here have been lost to beach erosion since the early 2000s. This is a great example of how getting the research right will help us better understand how to preserve these relics, as well as our precious coastlines. Makes you wonder just how many years we have left to wander among the ancient, haunting remains of the Neskowin ghost forest.